not want to get caught up on needing some type of sign. See, Israel is good for that. We act as if sometimes we just got to have a sign to believe. No, you need to be able to believe the gospel with or without a sign, a miracle. And especially nowadays, because the Lord can allow Satan to have somebody do a miracle. But they preaching a lie. You don't want to fall for that. I don't care what somebody do. I'm going to know them by their fruits. So if they are preaching a lie, I don't care if they make the sky turn blue or black at 12 noon. I'm going to know they're a liar. And that's how the Lord wants you to look at it. So you're not caught up on no sideshow, so to speak. No healing, a miracle, or so-called tongue. Those are all gifts given to whom God will at times that he will. Healings, miracles, and tongues means to an end. It's not the end. It's a means to the end. It's a method that the Lord used. It's not the message. Matthew 16:1. Read it.
The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven.
Okay, so now the Pharisees were tempting him. Some religious leaders his day. They tempted him. They put him on the spot, kind of, sort of. Show them a sign from heaven. Tempting him, it said. Go ahead.
He answered and said unto them,
What'd he say?
when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red.
Go ahead.
And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
See, now he called them hypocrites because he said you can forecast the weather by looking at the sky, which is true. Even we got meteorologists that do that. They can do that to this day. They can look at the weather pattern and they can tell you what it's likely to be, and that's only provided that pattern continues, because it can change on a dime. But they can tell us that. We have weathermen that do that, and weather women. He said, you say in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lower. O ye hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? So the point is, they were asking him for a sign from heaven, but he was a walking sign. Everything he was doing was already showing or proving what time it was. See, and that's the whole thing. Like, for instance, we might get caught up saying, I want the Lord to show me something. I want the Lord to show me something. And this probably happened to a lot of us. Especially when you're new in the Word, you tend to be trying to see something big, to really have your faith in God. But look, if the Word is showing you that, for instance, there will be wars and rumors of wars, written 2,000 years ago, famines and pests. Then we just had this 2-year-long plus pandemic, right? Well, that was foretold in the Word. If the Word is telling you all of that, those are signs in itself. That's a miracle for a man to tell you, have it written, and make sure it's written down 2,000 years ago, stuff that's going to be happening in our time. See, we need to pay attention to those signs. Then if we focus on that enough and believe the Word, we don't need no special sign from heaven out the blue now. We don't need that. If the Lord do something miraculous in our life, and he can and will, that's fine, but it's not something you need. See, now pay attention. I'm going to have him read it again because this is important, because Jesus was already doing miracles. He turned water to wine. That's the first thing he did. He was doing all kind of stuff. So pay attention that even though he's doing miracles, they don't believe in him, so they're going to ask him for something else. Read verse 1 again.
The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came.
So these religious leaders, great leaders, supposedly in the community, big denominations, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they both ganging up on Jesus. That's what happened when you got the truth. Everybody gang up on you. They can get along because they all lying. Go ahead.
And tempting desired him that he would show them a sign
Now
from
they
heaven.
didn't even believe the same thing together, but they was in bed together because they was against Jesus. But they had different disputes on doctrine themselves. Just like, for instance, the Sadducees didn't believe in the resurrection. The Pharisees did. The Sadducees didn't believe in angels and spiritual stuff like that. They kind of like the modern day Muslims nowadays. Some of our Muslims, but same thing. You don't hear them talking about nothing spiritual. It's always something physical. The black man got to rise. He got to resurrect his mind. And they didn't believe it enough. Well, what happens when the body and the mind die? You're going to need another type of resurrection. So that's kind of how the Sadducees were. But the Pharisees, they kind of like modern day, I say Baptists. They call themselves believing the Spirit. But they ganging up together on Jesus, right? That's why I say the Pharisees and with the Sadducees came, desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. Show us a sign, Jesus. And he started talking about y'all can forecast the weather, but you can't discern the sign of the time. But skip back to where we at, verse 4. What'd he say?
A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign.
Oh, he said, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. Because if you seeking a sign, a miracle, or something fantastic, you're going to be on the wrong page with the Lord.